Hello and welcome to, uh, this is past me welcoming future you to watch this video. As of right now, I have not looked at my release parts, but I do want to say last video was part 5. Or hang on. 1, 2, 3. So this would be part 7. No. Yeah, this would be part 5, because I did the first 3 levels in one video, and then it's like, kind of short on time to try another level, so been one level per video at this point. I think it's more of me wondering. I'll go, ooh, I'm gonna comment on this and this and this, because it looks kind of out of place. Let's get into it, playing on Smite Meister. Not one start. Why is that all one door? I actually don't recall this one. First off, what's that music? Okay, I remember this. I remember this one. There's this one Heretic map that I do want to play at one point. I'm probably might make a video of it. I know a few, I wouldn't say associates, but people, well, I do associate with them, and I'm in a Discord server with them. They was, or are working on a Heretic abridged map. And it's, each episode has all the levels in one level. And it's very wonky, because they kept the keyed doors the same, and all the, in all the levels, they didn't change that, and in some cases, doors that require a green key in episode 2 also require you to progress into episode 7 to pick up the green key. And I remember playing through that, at least on this chunk of it, and I was just confused. It's like, I have none of the keys, where do I go? Because it was all just hackthawed together. I mean, abridged maps do break progression, because you're not supposed to play each map in a game in one map. Though the the only fun one that I played was Memorial, which is Memorial was released on one of the anniversaries of Doom 2's release. And it's all 32 levels in one map. It's very huge, high monster count, really fun. Because once you get to the area that's map 30, it really opens up. See, yellow door. All of those are not secrets. I don't think I was supposed to go that way yet. Wyverns. What? Yeah, that's actually a good question. Why do the saber claws in Heretic sound like the stone? Use the same sounds as the no. I'm asking the question out of chronological order. Yeah, so the question would be, why does the stone wyvern in Hexen use the same sound as the saber claw in Heretic? There. That now the question is chronologically sound. I swear the Hellstaff is a weaker version of the plasma rifle. And I will say that my relationship or opinion with the ice friction is kind of a love-hate one. Like, have you ever tried to run on ice? You, the viewer, do you even understand what ice is? And running on it is possible, but it's not fun. I don't ever recommend running on ice. You will either have roughly the same experience as Heretic, or you're gonna turn into a Jim Carrey slapstick comedy routine. Okay, green key found. And that is no. Green key is this corner. Of course there's monster variety. I swear. Go in here. There's doors for here. But what do I do if I want to get into the were dragons? Because they might have dropped a flame orb or something fancy like that. I really don't see an obvious entrance to their area. But look at those runes. How do I get those? In an arrow. Or arrows. It's the sprite of 3 arrows, but I swear you pick up like 5 or 4, 2. Okay. Oh. Haha. Me looking for another way into there, and I completely walk by or oblivious to the teleporter because I thought, because one would think that walking through that teleporter will bring you to a further part of the level. Ooh, that was nice. That was a nice find. Thank you, Enchanted Shield. I completely forgot what I was ranting and raving about. That was a very nice shield. Enchanted shield is awesome. Enchanted shield is my friend. At least until we get into Hexen. Ooh, man. Come on. That's a rookie mistake up there. The floor is not supposed to look 3D. And how can we forget the texture? I hate the Hall of Mirrors. It's just giving me flashbacks back to WoW.wad. Which, to be fair, the first time you experience it, it's the pinnacle introduction of the category of joke wad. It's funny only the first time. Ooh, got it rain. And this makes me think, where's the... Yep. And the other one contained, I think, like, a flask or something. Because I do remember opening it up by wall humping it. Bunch of claw orbs, an infernal orb. And I hope that is everything. Whee! Alright, next level. Hey, I think I can do a 2-level video here, but I missed 2 secrets and 2 enemies and 2 items. Which I missed 6 things in this level, but I made it in reasonable amount. I made it in a reasonable amount of time. The Great Hall. What is this one? I don't remember this level. Watch me smartly conserve all my items because I want to save the Tomes of Power for the, speaking of, actually, wait, that looks like a platform that can rise. Can I murder these with minimal damage? Pick that up, I go over here. I have no idea what that did. There's a lot of ammo in this lava pit. I don't know who was evil enough to do that. do like this track. This track does scream, wary traveler to me. I don't know if intentional, or if that's the point of this track. And again, I think this is a penultimate level. Which means if I want to, I'm gonna have to save a tome from this level or two. Key, where's yellow key? I want the yellow key. Come on, yellow key. There's the yellow key. Along with some awkwardly lit sectors. Again, I am playing in GZ Doom because it's the only port I have at the moment. I should really test with PR Boom. I like setting keybinds, so neither might not be a thing that I can do. But because I use Vulkan to render my screen, I can't have. I must run it in Window, or my video recording software just records a black screen and the game sounds. So that's definitely a thing. And I like PR Boom because it allows me to stat track. But I also don't think it lets me set custom keybinds, because I use WASD as my keys. And granted, they are backwards at the moment. I don't know why I haven't sat down and I should probably change these. I have Z and C to be the keys that shift through my inventory. Q is use. I decided to not load the add-on that I programmed. Well, yeah, kind of programmed. That lets me set individual items to keys. So I'm not running that at the moment. I wanted as close to vanilla Heretic experience with it as possible. Where do I go? What did that switch do? Oh, it opened this. But inspired by Blood, and no, not even Blood, the Build Engine games. Hell, even Strife did it. That's when I kind of realized, I can set individual buttons to be items in my inventory. So Strife, which is a game that I am potentially going to also do a playthrough recording of, it is by far my favorite first-person adventure RPG. And it uses the Doom engine. Its only downfall, in probably popular opinion, it came out when Quake came out. Strife itself is a 2.5D game in the same vein as Doom, but it's post-apocalyptic sci-fi. Because there's, but it's in a post-apocalyptic sci-fi setting with fantasy elements. Actually, no, not even fantasy elements. It's a fantasy story. There's nothing that really harkens on the sci-fi genre in there outside of the post-apocalyptic setting, cyborgs, and other things. Let's see, let me think of a quick overview of it, because, yeah, it's been, oh God, how long ago? Not even 30 years. So it's old between 20 and 30. Even though it is that old, it is one of those hidden gems of the 90s, at least in my opinion, that no one really played because, again, it came out in 1998 or something. Like, we use Doom Engine. Ah, crap, Quake came out. Actually, no, if Quake came out, that would be 1997? 1996. I'm gonna look at a chronological map of id software releases and get back to you on that. But I know for certain it was the introduction of the Quake engine that killed any potential that Strife had, because the most common complaint by reviewers at the time was, why is this 2.5D and not 3D? And that really hurts their sales from what I've read. But anyways, you have obviously Heretic, the Order inspired, what am I say? It's an Order inspired evil bad guy cult that worship the entity. And then you have a very cool weapon that seems like it is inspired by Kroll, which is a fantasy movie, even though Kroll itself does feature laser weapons. Like, Star Wars isn't a sci-fi movie, technically. It's fantasy. It's a space opera. Doesn't count as very much as sci-fi, because you don't have a character popping out of nowhere and going, hey, I came from engineering and I repaired the forward reflectors off of the refractor dish. So now we can take the beam and beam everyone down to the planet through a homogenetically formed particles that know what to do when you're relayed back to the ship. And all this other science stuff. It was even argued back then that even though Star Wars itself is based in a... well, it's not even... the opening caption even starts with long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Long ago, they're using spaceships, and they have inter-system travel and all this other goodies that were that became hallmark of the sci-fi genre. But Star Wars itself is not sci-fi. So green key picked up, but I'm at the yellow key. Where did those saber claws come from? Ah, progression-based secret. Again, I like them and I hate them. I like them because it's a secret and there's all these goodies I can get. And on the other hand, it's progression based. Fine. I am hoarding all of this fire mist ammo and I'm not even using it. And it's weak. I'm gonna look at the damage tables after I'm done recording this entry. I swear the damage the fire mace does is weaker than the wand blast. At least that's what it feels like. There's a phoenix rod I have never seen before. I guess I am missing a lot of stuff here. Those are bound by default, so what I can do is I'm fairly certain that Heretic introduced actually looking up and down. Bet you anything that's intended for me to use to get the wings up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I used rocket jump. But hey, if it works. I'm also gonna have to verify, because if that's not what I'm supposed to do... Why is there a floating pixel in there? Why does the Were Dragon have this random pixel just floating there? Wow. I guess it's supposed to be transparent? Okay, let's go. Okay, so I did pick up the blue key from the green door. And I remember seeing the blue key. I mean, the blue door. Over here? Yep. And I don't think I ever used a tome of power. Actually, I used it once. But that's it for this level. Finally. And before we get to the actual end of my outer monologue here, I did make it under 30-minute mark. So great haul. It feels like penultimate ultimate level. I do like how it's, I do like the music track. That is an earworm. It's very tense. It fits good level. Going through something expansive. I still don't like how it's a progression-based secret unlock. It's kind of wonky. Anyhow, do the whole ritualistic, praised algorithm. Do the whole bell, liking and subscribing if you're new. This is past me talking in future videos, so past me may have already dictated that future video release patterns are gonna be like twice a day instead of once a day. By the time that I have an opinion on that, I'm probably just gonna have it as videos releasing twice a day. Oh. Anyways, have a good one. See you in the next.